Vice President Joe Biden was talking green in Perrysburg today. He visited the Willard and Kelsey Solar Group. The discussion ranged from health care to green energy to jobs, but it also focused specifically on Ohio's economy. Fox Toledo's Sean Haggerty is here live with details of that discussion.
Yeah, much of the talk recently about economic development here in the state is focused on alternative energy like solar and wind. But today, part of the vice president's message to the middle class task force focused on what to do with the companies in business right now that are struggling.
About us getting back in the game and letting our folks get back in the game. If we retool, we got the best workforce. We ought to be able to compete with anybody in the world.
Retooling in the sense of taking car part makers who make gearboxes, for example, and giving them financial support to start making new parts.
There's no reason that we can't help them through this National Innovation Marketplace, retool, help them actually find customers who need gearboxes for wind turbines.
Part of the problem addressed by this panel today is the lack of credit to make those innovations.
People are saying, I can't get credit. Well, if you can't get credit, even if you're credit worthy, because banks won't lend money, it means the banks either don't have the money or the banks are undercapitalized, and so we had to get them in a position so they could be back in the business of lending money. They're not there yet, but it's slowly moving.
We could help solve that problem. I believe we would see a fairly robust resurgence within Ohio's manufacturing capability.
That flow of money is something people here at Willard and Kelsey are watching because they know it can cripple a company.
And can't advance your process with new technologies and new processes and new robots and new parts. And the other folks are doing that overseas, it's a spiraling effect.
Vice President Biden also said today that we're in a new economy. Ideas that worked in the 20th century will not work in the 21st century. And he wants those new ideas to work through the people that he says built the middle class, which especially includes auto workers from states like Ohio. Reporting live, Sean Haggerty, Fox Toledo News, 1st to 10.
With all this talk about green jobs, we asked our Twitter page, does the prospect of more green jobs in Northwest Ohio make your outlook on the local economy any better? Just Simply Holly says, yes, there are many jobs available, but minimum wage doesn't always pay the bills or provide health care. It's a good thing, but we also need a more immediate fix in the area. Too many have been without jobs for too long. Right Site says only 1 in 10 of the government-created green jobs in Spain became a permanent job. Every green job created with government money in Spain over the last 8 years came at the cost of 2.2 regular jobs. If you would still like to weigh in, we welcome that. Check out Fox Toledo on Twitter.